Guess who?
Oh, we're doing this. Yeah. I don't know. Who am I?
I don't know.
If you don't
We're
know, I don't freaking know. So,
well, we're down one tonight, so
you know, uh,
unless he jumps in here somewhere.
yep. No, that's fine. So, it's been a hell of a couple of weeks.
Yeah, indeed. Last week was my wife's birthday,
Yeah.
so I had to cancel on that. You had work issues.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Ever get your truck
That
fixed?
he's still working on it, but I'm not using that truck over, over in Jamestown where I'm been driving over to do the routes. So I've been driving my personal pickup truck. It's about a hour and a half each way, and it's been taking a toll on me. Uh,
Oh yeah.
last week, I was, I had it figured out that, you know, if I was able to be done by about 6 o'clock, 6:30, something like that, I mean, hell, I could have, done the live with you, in the truck I was as I was driving home, but it just got later and later and later, and I just said, you know what, I'm calling it.
Right.
uh, and that one over there, it's Wednesday's route over there is only 82 stops, but it's almost 240 miles total.
Damn.
You're driving from one farm to the next to the next to the next. Just a lot of gravel roads, that type of crap. So,
Yeah.
but luckily, there's a guy that uh, he started yesterday. He's going to be taking over those routes. So I'm going to
That
be over there
helps.
for the next 2 weeks, and oh, so and well, the way he's going, he hasn't, he didn't drive the last 2 days, but uh, if he drives halfway decent, I'm I'm going to be telling the boss cut him loose next week, quick, because I don't need to babysit. He knows how he knows how to do everything else. So dang it, it's been a long week. And I think I'm going to the garage. Ah, heck with this. Oh, have to excuse the mess, but I really don't care at the moment. Ah, well, be back with the sound.
Well, that was weird. We had power flicker.
Oh, what the heck? So, gotta flip my phone over. So, started started seeing lightning. So, came in the garage.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I don't need to.
Yeah, you're like you get smacked by lightning.
Yeah, knowing my luck, I would. So, uh,
Whoops, there you went. You the crispy critter.
yeah, uh, out with a bang. Not the crispy critter.
Yeah, literally. That was a shocking experience there.
Yeah. Was it the
Did
was it
you
the great
watch?
out?
Did you watch the mic drop the other night? It was shocking, literally.
Yeah. What was it? The great outdoors? Was that the character on there? You know, he was uh, had the stutter, and
Yeah, I think
he
so.
was okay. Yeah, he was something about six times
Yeah,
or something like that. But
something along those lines. Yeah, I think so.
um, that was a pretty good movie.
Yeah, they
Hell,
made a lot of good.
on.
They made a
Oh yeah,
lot of good movies back in the day, and now they're just yeah,
repeats. They you know
repeats.
they can't repeats and they can't come up with an original idea.
I
They really
well,
can't.
no, not a very good one.
So no. Uh,
Anything new in your fish room?
Not really. I I've got my uh, I've got my Amica Splendids, the the youngsters out in the tub. I didn't want to pull the adults out, or the adults out of the tank in here. Um, I've got my trout goodies are in 100 gallon now, and then oh gosh dang it, really nothing nothing new and exciting. I'm just I've been so busy with work and other stuff. It's pretty much just maintenance, feeding, and that's about it. I haven't even really tried to do anything that I want to get done. So,
Yeah, I know
but I
that
know
feeling.
sometime this summer I want to the one side is uh, torn. Well, it's going to happen to the entire fish room, but I want to not tear it down, but rearrange some stuff so that and we've talked about that before.
Right.
Rearrange some stuff, and then also I want to get my an auto water system set up. So,
That's the way to go, really.
uh, is that better, Cheryl?
Can we hear any now?
Uh, Mic check here.
Yep.
uh, what the heck? But I found some uh, well, those killie eggs. I've got a couple of a few fry in the tank. So, but like I said, just my panda cories are freaking breeding like rabbits. My local fish store,
Always.
I found out, is shutting down. What's that?
So always breeding like crazy.
Yeah. Oh, what the
Your local
heck?
fish store shutting down?
No, they're shutting down they're going to be moving the entire store, and
No.
she's shutting down the fish room in about 2 to 3 weeks, so that they can move everything over there, get it all set up, whatnot, get tanks, uh, situated, the whole 9 yards, and then they'll be. Uh,
Do I need
she's
you?
told me about. She said hopefully by the 1st of October, they'll have everything back up and running. So,
Right on. Yeah, it takes a while to move that stuff.
oh yeah. So plus she said with the new space they're doing some changes as far as the way that everything, the setup, and it's easier maintenance and all that stuff. So
Right.
and and my daughter started working there.
Well, last time
So,
you said she was gonna be working there, so
you know, well, she's working Monday and Fridays. It's about 4 hours a day right now.
well, that
So,
ain't
I
bad.
mean, it's
Get her
getting
used
her.
to it.
No, no. Hey, yep, get her used to it, and she see from talking with her, and I've been in the store a couple of times without her, and the owner absolutely loves her.
Right on.
She said that there's a few. She said there's a few things she needs to work on, and that type of thing. I said, well, that's between you and her. I said I'm not getting involved with any of that stuff.
Right.
uh, but
Right.
and I said, hopefully, hopefully things will come around like they should. So
Yeah. See, when you need water changes done, now you can just have her do
yeah, exactly.
it.
Oh, so, uh,
So,
but this Friday I'm buying the carbon block setup for out here in the garage. So doing water changes is going to be a whole lot simpler.
oh yeah.
So, uh,
Let's see here. We got Cheryl and Ed, Curtis, Stan, Cecil, Jody. I think I've seen Branton in there somewhere.
yeah, I think I did.
About 12 people.
Uh,
Which ain't bad for a couple of mics.
yeah.
And Mark Sturleson.
Well, oh,
And there's Alex.
Stan, Jody looks better with the crown anyhow. So,
Yep. Yep.
but so what's new and exciting with you?
Not really a whole lot of anything. Just been moving some fish around, getting ready for uh, Cheryl's visit this coming weekend.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, been out collecting some driftwood. I already got about half a truckload right now.
Yeah,
Oscar laid eggs.
only half a truckload. You need to get.
That's just
Oh,
one
okay.
spot.
Oh
That's
yeah, I
just
did see that.
one little spot.
Yeah.
I haven't hit the big spot yet. That was
Uh,
just around my big pond. Yeah, the 19th is when they're coming.
yeah.
But yeah, it's just one little spot around my big pond, which is finally back in its banks.
Yeah. Uh, well, Cecil, I'm breathing. That's about it right now. That's about all I can do. A lot of freaking stress with work and other personal stuff.
Yeah.
So, but
Other,
but
other,
shit happens. Life
other,
moves on.
other than that, just babysitting the great grandson on the 4th, and a few other things. Yeah, everything's been going pretty
Oh,
good so far.
you know.
Had a few days where I was playing hell to get out of bed, but I made it. Some days you roll over, put your feet
Haven't
on the
been
floor,
well.
kneel down, and hope like hell you can stand up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Uh, yeah. My father had CMT, which is Charcot-Marie Tooth. It's a neuropathy that affects your limbs.
Yep.
And with him, he went from uh, oh, he was about a 365-pound man, and within a matter of about 15, 20 years, he was down to approximately 140. He unfortunately was to the point where he could transfer himself from his wheelchair to the bed, toilet, bathtub, that type of thing.
Yeah.
But he had other health problems. Being diabetic, he didn't take care of it like he should have.
Right.
He was on dialysis for 14 years, and he, just finally said, "You know what? Enough is enough. I'm out." So,
Yeah.
but the watching him struggle, and looking back at a lot of the stuff that he was going through, with different things, it's with the CMT, it's hereditary. I'm a carrier of it. Whether or not it affects me, I have no idea. It's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's it weighs on my mind a while, but you just
A lot
get
of
up and you go.
a lot of like my health issues. My dad's exposure to Agent Orange in Vietnam. A lot of that stuff gets passed on to.
Okay.
Sometimes it's the first generation. Sometimes it's the second. The government don't admit to half the shit that they do, but
Oh, geez.
it's a lot of mine has contributed, to that,
Yeah.
and it's accelerated some of my issues.
Hmm.
So it's kind of a big crapshoot with that.
Yeah.
Hey, Jorge,
But
who the hell let him in here?
oh, geez. Freaking it, Jorge. They'll let anybody into these chats. I'm telling you.
I know it.
Uh,
But
and for me, he better know if I don't freaking pick on him. I don't like him.
yeah, that's everybody. Hey, Lance.
Yeah. Uh,
That's pretty much anybody. If I don't pick on them, I just don't like it.
yeah.
But that's where Mike is. He's been with Jorge.
Oh, I see how it is. He's more important than we are.
Yep. Yep.
Uh,
Well, at least George is still here. New local Austin didn't drown
yeah.
him.
Yeah. True. True. So, uh, but yeah, we spent well, I
Nah,
worked the fourth.
Mark
Okay.
Sterlson. You're always welcome in here, Mark. I said Jorge, he's kind of a shady character. You never know about him.
Yeah, exactly. It's we question it sometimes.
Yep. Fourth, I spent
So
most of the damn day on the fourth cooking.
yeah.
So luckily, I didn't have to
We
shoot nothing off this year. The grandkids did. So
you know how I worked the fourth because it was either work then or take Friday off and then work Saturday. So
right.
I said, heck with it. I'll enjoy I'll enjoy the entire weekend. So
Yep.
worked out pretty well. I got home at a reasonable time. About 4 in the afternoon. Went up to the
Well,
lake,
that ain't too bad.
and I got no. And we what I didn't know was the wife decided to take the tent the whole 9 yards up to the lake and set up camp.
He admits to it.
So it was kind of.
See, he admits to it.
Yep. We, at least he admits it. Oh, you can fix the problem.
Yep.
But
Yeah, we were going to go to the lake this year, but we just wound up staying home. Grandkids come out and shot off some of the stuff they had. That's about it.
yeah.
Now we do like Jorge enough to not to sick ice on him.
Yeah. He, it's just like, I tell everybody if I, with the whole raft of crap, I want it back. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody
Oh yeah.
to give me a raft of shit back.
Oh yeah.
And not even think twice.
Yep. Can't take a joke, go to somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, I tell it. I my famous statement is if it's a it's a joke, not a male appendage. Don't take it too
Right.
seriously.
Right. Yep. We can't take the joke, get thicker skin, or go somewhere else.
Uh-huh.
They just need to wait till Jimmy P comes back, because then you'll find out.
I can't wait to see that guy again.
Oh, it ain't far off.
So good.
I'll actually agree with you on that one, Stan. I will agree on that one. Jimmy P, a lot of us
It
miss
was
him.
over in Ohio. Actually, there was it. Where the? I'm trying to think of the place in Ohio. There's a barbecue place in Ohio. The guy's originally from Texas, but the barbecue there is my
Oh
fucking
yeah,
god.
it's all over.
Oh, delicious.
Most of what 90% of what I do is all Texas style. Not the new school shit either. It's the old ways.
Yeah. 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 This guy's he set up at a pet shop.
I'm
I can picture the place, but I can't think of
Oklahoma Joe.
no. Oh, I
There's
know
so
it's up in
many of
Ohio.
them.
I know it's up in Ohio. I can picture the place. It's not Young Joe's.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know what you're talking about. I just can't think of the name of it.
yeah. He's got a big smoker on the ass end of that thing.
Yeah, I just cannot for the life of me think of the name of it. That's gonna drive me nuts.
Yeah. There used to be a barbecue guy in Little Rock, Arkansas that was freaking amazing. Uh, he'd deliver your food right to the truck.
Wouldn't be Bedrock, would it?
If you, what's that?
Bedrock Barbecue in Ohio.
It could have been.
That's a
That that it, it could be. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. I don't remember the name. I just remember. You know, it's at the Petro truck stop. Uh, oh, it's on Interstate. It's on Interstate 90. No, take that back. It's in Indiana, just before you get onto the toll road, just outside of Gary. Is the one I'm thinking about. The one in Ohio is in Youngstown. But yeah, there's one in Youngstown, and then there's one in just outside of Gary, and I can't think of the name of the town it's in, but I know that one's both of them are at a Petro, and they're both really good.
Martin's, Smoke. There's a bunch of them around. It ain't Carolina barbecue. Why? Because of the vinegar in it. I seen the Texas Monthly came out, and I'm still kind of wondering how the number one got number one, because I know the guy that has it. It's okay, but I wouldn't say number one quality. Burnt bean, unless he's got better. Burnt bean wasn't all that great.
Yeah.
40
yeah,
pounds.
That one in Little Rock, Arkansas. What do you do with the rest of it?
Oh, he's talking about being heavy set. My cousin just passed last year. At his biggest was 934 pounds. And when he passed, he was down to 360 some, but he had 3 different kinds of cancers. And yeah, he lost a lot of weight fast. He lost weight just within several months. But he was 900 and some pounds when they finally figured out it was pituitary issues and thyroid issues.
Yeah. That's the way it was with a buddy of mine in high school. He was, he was, when he was 21 years old at his heaviest, he was 685 pounds.
Yeah.
And when they found out that it was a thyroid issue, put him on medication, he dropped almost 300 pounds in 2 years. It just gone. They actually monitored how much he ate, the whole 9 yards, and he ate less than I did. And he just could not lose the weight.
Thyroid issue. Never picked a fat person on the tow truck.
Yeah, I picked myself up once.
Have to have the wife do it for you?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Beer and beef issue.
Well, that's one thing I can't drink is beer. I don't have a taste for it.
I lost the taste for
I'll
it
drink whiskey
years ago.
I'll drink whiskey all day long, but
yeah,
beer, can't do it.
I lost taste for beer years ago. But I sit there and drink cognac and bourbon all day long. With no issues. At least until it and my medication start conflicting.
Yeah. Saturday, when I finally crawled out of the tent, it was about 10 o'clock. Had some breakfast, and then, I I poured a glass of Jack and Coke, And the wife looks at me and goes, "Are you drinking already?" And I said,
No,
"Yeah, why? It's noon somewhere." And I
why
said,
would
"And
I
I'm
be
not going
drinking?
anywhere until tomorrow." So, yeah,
Why not?
yeah,
Why not? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hair of the dog.
exactly.
The only way to cure a hangover is stay drunk.
Uh, about the only way to do it.
Sometimes. That's how a buddy of mine was
Gosh dang
always.
it.
Buddy of mine was always, man, I'm too hungover to come in, to come hang out. Finish off the rest of your beer, man. Get drunk again. That'll take care of it.
Yeah, yeah. Just keep drinking. You'll drink yourself sober.
Eventually.
My problem is I I get so my entire body gets so relaxed. I can be sitting anywhere, and it happened to me one night at the bar. I'm sitting there, sitting there at the table, and I just kind of lean back a little bit, and I'm just out cold. Next thing I know, Breeze, slapping my face, saying, uh, "We going home?"
uh, no.
I says, "Yeah, sure. What time is it?" Bar. Okay, let's go. Uh,
Yeah. I always thought, I'm not drunk. I can still hold on to the floor.
yeah. Uh,
If I can still hold on to the floor, then I'm not drunk enough.
yeah. It's when you can't grip the floor anymore that you got problems.
Yep. Yep. If you can't hold on to the floor, then yeah, there's an issue. I've had it
Uh,
slip out of my hands a couple times.
yeah, it happens.
Not very often, but not
You know,
very often.
it's not your fault though. It's the cup that it's in or the can that it's in.
Yeah.
You know, Outcast does not well.
You're not drunk until you lay down and the ceiling fans top. Well, I've had them do that a few times too.
I've never had that happen, but uh, I have, however, passed out in the horse barn in a compromised position.
Whoops. That ain't good.
No, luckily no miniature horses around, so we're good.
As long as it was horses and not sheep or goats.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Backstage,
we're chasing you.
when we're backstage, remind me to tell you about the North Dakota sheep farmer.
Oh God.
It's not it's not an
Do I?
appropriate one for
Uh,
you'll laugh.
mm, it's kind of one. Do
Uh,
I want to know?
um, uh,
Did the horse get y'all? No. Yeah, Curtis. I would love to hear Jimmy in this conversation too. It would go south really fast.
oh yeah, oh yeah. Uh, we'd have to have an age restriction on the channel.
Hey, 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 hey! Look at this. Look who
Holy crap,
decided to
he's alive.
join us.
What's going?
Hi.
How'd it go hanging out with Jorge today, Mike?
Well, it was awesome. I did not make it home in time for the stream, unfortunately, but I'm here now. I
Hey,
apologize.
don't worry about it.
Hey, better late than
Y-
never.
Yeah, better Nate than Lever.
Nathan Lever. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Better Nate than Lever.
Yep. Uh,
Chat with everyone in the studio. Comments. All right, there we go. So what's up, gentlemen?
Oh,
whoa, whoa,
same
whoa!
old, same old.
You better be using that term loosely with me, sir. Gentlemen.
Hey, I said what I said.
Hey, I understand that.
Oh. Yeah, man. Central Texas.
Yep.
It's that 35 corridor in between Austin and San Antonio, man. It's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I haven't been
Enterprise
down there.
box trucks in the passing lane, like it's crazy, man.
Just don't
You
go.
guys do head out towards
That's why.
Seguin?
Well, I had to head from Austin down to San Antonio, so I was on the I-35 corridor. So we go through San Marcos and um, oh man, Mike, you just saw all the signs. What are they? I don't know. I need coffee, y'all. Well, yeah, I mean, like I go close to Seguin.
Say Rocco's been out there collecting all kinds of stuff for the people affected by the floods.
That's good. Yeah,
I couldn't tell
radio.
you how much stuff they've got so far.
There's a lot of efforts by places in town and stuff too. Like there's a burger place here in town called P. Terry's,
Mm-hmm.
and all of their locations, everything they make tomorrow is being donated.
Right on. But VFW.
HEB was down there before the governor, so
Yeah, the VFW there in Seguin and a bunch of other places are collecting all kinds of stuff.
that's
They
good.
had 2 or 3 truckloads of stuff so far.
That's good, man. Yeah, that was like what. There's a quote out there. It's like Central Texas is perpetually in a drought, occasionally interrupted by biblical floods.
Yeah,
And that's kind of the truth of it all.
yeah. That water rose fast.
Yeah.
All right, George, we'll blame it all on you.
Yep.
He said it's his fault you're late because you were hanging out with him.
Yeah, well, yeah, but also like I was in a fish store, so you know what happens when you get into a fish store and you start recording things.
Yep.
I was like, uh-oh. So then I was checking out YouTube and I saw you guys were on and I was like, oh yeah. And then that familiar feeling, that sinking feeling in your stomach, you're like, uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh. I take my eye off the ball for 1 minute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
Don't worry about it. It happens.
Yep.
That Austin clock is a little off. It's true, man. Lost an hour.
Just hope you make your own stream.
Right? I was working on my thumbnail and eating the fried chicken that I got from the Korean place we went to. I think it was Korean.
Great. You sure it's chicken?
No. That's the beauty of it. I got a cigar box and I bought some plants. What else?
Did Jorge leave you a bunch of Cuban cigars?
Are we?
No, I don't have a way to keep them. If I was going to take on some cigars or something like that, I would definitely like want a box to like keep them nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nice humidor.
Right. Yeah, I think the brand was called Acid.
Uh-oh.
Jorge says it's the best like beginner cigar, and it tasted very nice. Had a full body buzz by the end of it. It was nice.
I just say, wait about another 6 hours. You'll have more than a body buzz.
Well, oh yeah, well we'll see.
He said, Cheech and Chong. How's my driving, man? Well, you know.
What is
Hey,
this,
don't
man?
take that, man.
Labrador, man. Oh,
Hey, don't take that, man. I just almost gave you hope you're not doing anything for like a week.
Yeah, I was standing outside with a lady one time. I was doing some work at her house, and she was like, "Oh, that dog, that poor dog has mange. You know what I mean? Like that dog needs to be taken care of." And I was like, "Well, first off, let's make sure it's a dog. You know what I mean? Because it has mange, and that might be a coyote. You know what I mean?" I was like, before we go trying to handle this thing, let's
Yep.
first like stop and like think like, is this actually a dog or is this a wild animal? Because like here in Austin, we've got lots of green spaces and stuff like that. So like
Yeah.
half the time it's like, no, actually, yeah, that's not a petting dog. You know, like,
Yeah. That's kind. You kind of bet it's going to tear your arm off
yeah.
or your face. One.
yeah, I was like, yeah, no, we got foxes living here in the neighborhoods. They've adapted to urban life.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
We've
They're
got
beautiful.
we.
They're beautiful though, but I also know not to handle them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
We've
It's
got some
like,
gray ones that run around out here.
it's like I'm not
Got
sure that's a dog. Let's hold up a second. Let's have a safety timeout
Hmm.
Yeah.
before we throw a blanket on it and put it in the car with us. Let's.
Yeah. And risk life and limb here.
Yeah.
Oh
If
goodness.
we're going to throw that in the trunk, it's going to go in the trunk.
Yeah, we ran into Nelson from Creekwood Aquatics over there, and another gentleman from Uvalde. I can't remember what his channel name is right off, but I know that I've seen some of his stuff. It's so weird. Like we all look slightly different than we do on screen. Um,
Yeah, Jorge's
because like
shorter.
because you can see our whole body and like not just our face and like shoulders. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Like
You just.
Jorge was so much taller than I thought he was.
Oh, he's 4'9".
I know. That's like the running joke, but like I was like, no, man, we're looking at each, we're pretty much eye level. Like, what's up?
Man, you're short, Mike.
I guess. I mean, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm short.
Oh.
No Stan. Yeah,
Uh,
no stray dogs around Austin. The coyotes get them. Yeah, no, it's
yeah.
true. And I've had many a story from people who have small dogs and stuff like that, and their dog is on a leash with them, walking through the neighborhood, and they've had to like fend off an owl.
Oh yeah.
Owl comes swooping in. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. Eye level. That was a great
Man,
fish story though. The salt waters mixed in with the fresh water. So there's a saltwater tank next to the freshwater tank, and they had quite a collection of different things, like quite a few small fish, which I'm interested in right now.
that's kind of how our local fish store is. It's you'll have two walls of all fresh water. It goes from that and then right into salt water. You'll have two racks of nothing but salt water.
Yeah,
And he's got a big. It's either 180 or 220 in the middle. That's got a moray eel and a bunch of other saltwater fish in it.
Hmm.
That moray he's got's huge too. That thing's got to be at least 5 feet, 6 foot long.
yeah. They stock those tanks with fresh plants, with freshwater plants. Like every week, they were like, yeah, Friday you couldn't see through the tank to the other side. You know what I mean? And then like He was like, it's a whole different store after the weekend.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they're definitely a busy store, nice, healthy store. What I think Jorge found out that they've been around for like 15 years, which is ancient these days for a fish store.
Yeah, I say at one of mine, it's been around for 3 generations now.
Yeah, there's not a lot of that, I don't think, necessarily in the Texas area.
But
I'm not sure.
did you get any plants?
Aquadome has been around for a long time.
Did you get any plants, Mike?
Yeah, I got a couple of Winty eyes, cryptocorns. I got a red and a green. I'm assuming with my light levels that they will both be green.
You never know. I got one down here that's almost a brown.
They had a brown one too, and I neglected to buy the brown one. I'm not buying brown plants just yet. Plenty of my green ones turn brown, so
Yeah,
I'm still
that's
on the
what this
beginner
one
side.
did.
I got plenty of brown in the tank already.
That's what this one did. It went from a real nice green to a bronze to brown. It's still living. It's producing more. It's just a oddball color.
Are you sure the brown is not malm
It's
in the
not
bottom of your
malt.
tank? Oh, okay.
No, it's in the
Okay.
bottom, but it's on. It's below it, but it's almost up to the leaves.
Yeah.
And no, it started out a real nice green, and then I don't know what it is. Just the light I'm using.
Yeah, but yeah, they had 3 different colors of the Winty eye, and that's what they had. That's what they had for Crips for sale. So that's where I was at. I wanted to support the store, and I also want more plants. So you know what I mean, like hand in
Don't we
hand.
all?
I was like, what do I need?
Just take one of each.
Right?
Yep. Best way to do it.
Just one of each. Put them all in a tank. See which one lives. So what's on the witching hour tonight, Mike?
On the witching hour, if I can get it together, I need to wipe down the area, and I'm going to pull that low boy out of the box. So we will look at a empty low boy. But I cleared those other 2 tanks this week. So there's 420 gallons out of the way. The fish have been moved. The plants are in buckets.
So said low boy will be going in place tonight.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm real excited about it. See how it looks.
And don't turn it off. I'll just shut the door.
Well, I'm hoping to take this other 55 I got and turn it into a low boy.
Yeah. No, I've heard about it being done, and the glass might be thicker than on these Zoom Eds. I was worried about it.
Well, I've been talking to Mitchell Broom about how he done his, and now I know how to do it. So takes 2 to do it, but I'm gonna do it.
Right, but Broom would be a good person to get that information from for sure.
Oh yeah.
I've definitely heard about it being done. So you know what I mean? I know that it's a thing, I don't know. You have to let me know. Like, I'm still working on making a
This
good
Euro,
cut in the glass.
he just Euro braces it, brace it in the middle and then the ends. As you're turning the tank on its side.
Yeah.
So
So
I talked to him about it.
What are you building the Euro brace out of?
Glass.
Oh, you make it out of glass as well.
Yeah. Yeah. He said the end pieces you can do 3 inches wide from corner to corner. And then the center one you want it about 6 inches wide to keep it from bowing. So, and he's run several of them. that he's built.
Yeah, Stan says he drives 3 hours to Houston for plants. There's nothing good any closer. I was like, yeah, I mean, like as far as stores and stuff like that, like I do believe that there are places in Texas in our waterways and stuff like that where we could find some plants.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I mean, like you gotta like I can't collect out of town lake. You know what I mean? Like there's specific rules against that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like everything coming out of what the springs we have, Barton Springs,
Yep.
everything coming out of there into Town Lake, like all the way down, just like beautiful, beautiful plants, clear water. You can see all the fish. Like it's amazing.
Yep.
Then it meets up with Town Lake and it becomes mud.
Yep. Yeah, it becomes like 53 gallons when you turn one on its side.
Yeah, but it's 12 inches tall. Like my low boy, my 50-gallon is 10.
Mm-hmm. But it's also what 20 some inches wide, something like that.
It's 2 feet. Yeah, it's 2 feet by 4 feet.
Yeah, they're 2 by 4 by 10.
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea. What Cheryl said, turn one into a coffee table, have a small
Shelley's.
fountain, yeah, with Shelly's in it, and put a fountain right in the center of it. That would be,
That'd be really cool. I thought
yeah,
about building one into a table and then have a glass top on the low boy itself.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brian's repeating himself multiple times. We're
Oh,
doing this. We're doing this so he can just you can just say hi, Mike, and it applies to everybody.
old age does that to you, though.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Old age and Alzheimer's.
Hey man, it happens.
Yeah, yeah. I want to be an old person someday. I want to embarrass the crap out of my kids.
I
That's
don't know,
not.
man. Like I feel like I'm really leaning into it,
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like my urge to like yell at people that come to the door and keep people off my lawn. It's very strong, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Uh,
Okay, we'll overlook that one there, Brian.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I mean like nobody's going to make fun of a stutter, you know what I mean? Like it's rude.
It is. You just slap them in the back of the head, and hopefully they reset.
Yep.
Right?
I was actually told that by a guy that stuttered.
What, slap him in the back of the head and help you reset?
Well, he said that's how you do it.
Oh, okay.
Good to know.
Uh,
We referred to it in the factory as a technical tap.
yeah, yeah.
Just take the machine, just slam a hammer up against the side of it, and like, oh, well, there you go. Now it's running again.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
Whatever
Exactly.
jiggled loose, just jiggle back in place.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if it happens again, give it another whack.
Yep. You reset him all right, but did you have to hit him with a 2 by 4?
Yeah, just like, hey, I'm not going to close this ticket for another couple of hours. Just call me back over here if it acts up again.
Yeah.
Right?
No need to fill out another ticket. I didn't do much.
Yeah, fixing starters that way works. It's not real good on the magnets in them.
Yeah. Uh, I had a starter on. It was a 2000 Suburban that the lovely bolts, one of the bolts decided to snap loose or snap on me, and
Imagine that.
yeah, so the I got underneath. The first time it happened, the bolt just came. I was able to just spin the bolt out, no issue. Second time, tried to, had a left-handed drill bit, started drilling it, didn't realize that I was on an angle, went right into the fucking block.
Oh,
So what is a left-handed drill bit?
like an easy out.
Yeah,
Ah.
it's like an easy out, but it's an actual drill bit, and you instead of it turning, like like a drill bit, it just turns backwards to cut.
Okay.
So
It's for the bass backwards people.
Yeah,
But
but
that's why I was like, I feel like this is something I need. I need more information first.
yeah, it actually about 8.5 to 9 out of 10 times that I've used one on a bolt that has broken off in in a motor or anywhere where it breaks off flush, it'll actually catch it. It'll catch and actually just spin the bolt right back out.
That's
And
nice.
you don't have to retap it. You don't have to do anything. But yeah, that time it was interesting. So I ended up retapping it, retapping that hole, putting a bolt in it, and ran it that way until I sold the damn thing. I never took the starter out. It wasn't pretty, but you know what? It worked.
As long as it works.
I did have to put another starter in it, but the new starter I had to drill the hole bigger for
Was
that
it one of
side.
the mini starters?
No, it was only one other starter.
Surprising. Usually the mini starters, the holes are different size.
Yeah.
Most of them I've ever encountered.
Knock on wood. My pickup truck, it's 300 and it'll be turning 318,000 probably by the end of the week, and I've never put a starter in it. I'm gonna have to next week.
What year is it?
Right. Well, we shouldn't be talking about it. I know that.
It's a 2006. It's a 2016.
Yeah, you'll probably end up putting one in tomorrow.
Yeah. And they're cheap. I've already looked into it. Those starters are cheap. They really are. About $350.
Yeah. We'll buy the starter for my old 54 out here. It's like $54 for a rebuild kit.
But I will say I've made some pretty good money with that pickup truck.
Oh yeah.
So she's paid for herself, and then
2 or 3, probably many times over.
Oh yeah. And it's all side jobs.
Yep.
Pulling equipment, pulling trailers.
What up, Big Steve?
Pulling people out of ditches.
Yep.
Can't wait to see that guy again.
Big Steve.
Big Steve.
Yep, Curtis has got that right. Easy outs on a torch are right combo.
Oh yeah.
More fire.
I had I replaced the manifold on my Alice Chalmers, and one of the bolts snapped off on me. Snapped off flush, and trying to figure out how the hell I'm going to get the damn thing out. Went out, got a left-handed drill bit. That didn't catch, so got an easy out, put it in there, and all I did was I had a propane torch, just heated around it. Didn't get cherry red, but just got it warm, and it did luckily come out. So otherwise, I was gonna be pissed
Right.
Oh, yeah.
because I've had easy outs where they snapped off on me, and then you're screwed.
Yep. Yeah, because them ain't easy to drill.
No.
Alrighty, guys. There's been our hour.
Yep. Well, it's been fun. So
Heck yeah. Sorry I was late, but
Hey.
we're doing better than the last cycle where I didn't make it at all. And then
Well-
next
Yeah, and then the next one, none of us made it.
yeah,
well no, then we all made it, and then we took a week off to congratulate ourselves on the good job.
Yeah.
we did.
yeah.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's exactly what it was. All right, guys. We'll see everybody again next Wednesday. Maybe we might just have another Mike up here with us next week. You never know.
Yeah.
Right.
You never know who's going to show up. Kind of like on the Wave Makers. We'll see everybody next Wednesday.
All right. Have a good one, guys.